There is a green hill far away, without a city wall, where our dear Lord was crucified, who died to save us all.
What's on the light programme?
Will you shut up? I'm listening.
You're not listening, you're singing. Why do you do it in church?
Well, my knees is bad today.
Well, last week was your feet.
Well, it's moving up, isn't it? Anyway, it wouldn't do you no harm to go.
No thanks, had enough Bible bashing in India.
Lost me place now.
Standing out there under a blistering sun, listening to the chaplain whittering on about peace on earth.
You do know this is Easter, do you?
So?
So, our Lord rose on the third day.
Didn't you know it's a bank holiday then?
You know he can hear you.
So who was on the phone?
Well, do you remember when I had some of my paintings exhibited at the library and a very nice lady bought one of them?
Well, she phoned for her money back, eh?
That's so funny, Eric. No! It happens that a very influential gallery owner saw my picture on her wall and he wants to see some more.
So today you have to ask him to call.
Oh, you just don't understand, do you? This is important.
What, more important than getting ready for Passover?
To me, yes!
Oh, if your father were alive...
My father, God rest his soul, would have been excited for me.
You still have to get ready for Passover.
Eric, I'm not your housekeeper.
That's right, you run upstairs.
I'm not running upstairs. I'm going to get ready for Adrian Horowitz.
Who?
Don't you listen? Adrian Horowitz, it's his gallery.
Is he Jewish?
Horowitz? No, I shouldn't think so. All right, well, now, right?
Right,
Oh,
get
God, Henry, you're in trouble for that.
Come here.
Should I tip the soap over
Oi! Oi!
Blimey. Oh, hello, Dad.
What's going on?
We're just having a friendly fight.
Wait, don't look very friendly to me. Get up, a pair of you.
Sorry, mister. Henry was refereeing. I fight the widow.
Where's your mum?
She's working.
She'll be playing outdoors this weather. Coming here, find you scrapping. Where do you two live?
Northumberland Park.
Find your own way home, can you? Well, I bet those two weren't from up the grammar.
Well, it don't matter. This is a school holidays. Anyway, I get fed up with hanging around the saloon. All the other kids start calling me Sissy.
Your mum really working?
Yeah, she puts in all hours.
What about Maggie?
Gone out with Veronica with the eye as usual.
Hey, ain't you going to tidy up? Your mum will go mad.
I doubt if she noticed anyway.
Stanley!
Yes, I like this one.
Oh, that's my mother. I brought it with me from Vienna.
There's a lot of love in this. So many painters nowadays paint without any emotion whatsoever.
Excuse me, I'm just preparing for Passover because my sister is too busy.
Tell me, would you mind awfully if I took one or two of these paintings just to show to some of my associates?
No, of course not.
Make sure he gives you a receipt.
Now, Eric, please. Mr. Horowitz is known throughout the art world.
Yeah, so was Goering.
Mr. Gottlieb, I think that was uncalled for.
Yeah, I'm sorry. That was a terrible thing to say. I apologize.
I understand you want to protect your sister, but
I'm sorry.
she does have real talent. And I assure you I won't betray it.
Oh, thank you, Mr. Horowitz.
Adrian. Now, if you'll excuse me, I think that I must go and prepare for Passover, too.
What, you?
Horowitz is hardly a Scottish name.
You wouldn't have recognised this place during the war when we was digging for victory. Covered in potatoes it was. Of course you didn't have to worry about your belly out in India.
That weren't a bit you had to worry about.
I know what you mean, Dad.
Harvey? Wait.
God help you if you didn't like rice, though. When he's not, I used to dream about crispy lettuce, ripe tomatoes. Betty Grable, of course. You know, we should get ourselves a little allotment. Fresh veg, no queuing.
Fresh weeds, more like. What do you know about growing things? At least when I was in service, I could lend a hand in the kitchen garden.
Great. You can lend an hand on the land.
Here, Mother's Milk.
You're having me on.
I'm telling you, Carol Levis is a fella.
A fella called Carol.
I've seen his photo. He's Canadian.
That's no excuse for going around misleading people. Here, Mags. You don't think he's... You know.
What?
Well, I don't know. I thought you'd know.
Well, tell me what you thought I'd know and I'll tell you if I know.
I don't know. I think Stanley's right about you.
What do you mean?
Here, why don't we do Booga 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 Boy? He was a little something from Chicago.
I thought you
way.
said you know all the words to all the Andrews Sisters songs.
Well, I do. Well, most of them.
Well, how about by me, Mr. Shane?
Oh, no, my dad won't let me sing in German.
All right. I'll be with
you in apple blossom time. I'll be with you to change your name to yours.
Oh, it's you. I thought next door's cat are coming in to die.
It's not a very nice thing to say.
What you doing?
We're practising. We're doing an Andrews Sisters song.
You're never.
Yeah, for Carol Levis Discoveries at the Empire, April the 16th.
Oh, but you can't.
Why not?
Because there's only two of you. I tell you what, I'll be the third. Eh? Now listen, you be Maxine, you be Laverne, and I'll be what's it
Patty.
called? Yeah, Patty. Now, what shall we sing? Oh no, Trinidad.
I don't know.
You
that
do,
one.
you
You do if you ever go down Trinidad.
Yeah, come on.
If you ever go down Trinidad,
Come on.
that makes you feel so very glad. Calypso, sing and make up rhyme. Guarantee you one real good fine time. Drinking rum and
Coca-Cola, go down Point Cumana. Both the mother and daughter are working for the Yankee dollar. That'll be good, won't it? That'll be good.
Oh, Daddy.
Well, if I insist on being an agnostic, then I have to work Saturdays.
Popped down to see you last night and you're out.
Oh, we had to see the Holiday Inn with Rabbi Fertelman and his family.
Laugh a minute. Went up to prefab yesterday.
Harvey, listen. I have something to tell you.
I found Stanley and a couple of street urchins turning the place into a bear pit. It's Rita's fault. You know where she was? Up that bleeding nappy curl, that's where.
No, listen. Someone came to look at my paintings.
Nice. Maybe I should take Rita out. Might even be worth a dinner.
Well, it can't be easy for Rita. I mean, she's trying to make a success for herself, you know? To be someone in her own right. Harvey, do you think my pictures have commercial potential?
What, do you mean would I buy one? Oh, sure, yeah. What, like a shot if I only cashed this. But I mean, I love your paintings. Well, I love you, don't I? You see, we'd be a good influence on Stanley once we're settled down. He'd have a mother who's there, wouldn't he?
Don't go walking down Lover's Lane. Anyone else but me. Anyone else but me. Anyone else but me. No, no, no. Don't go walking down Lover's Lane. Anyone else but me. Was that you singing? No, it was Anne Shelton. Really? Are you Anne Shelton? You used to be on the stage, you know. Funny you should say that. No, Jimmy James could use you as a stooge. Actually, I'm going to be one of the Andrews sisters.
Veronica, would you stop bothering Janice? Get on with your work.
Anyone else but me? No, no, no. Don't go walking down Lover's Lane. Anyone else but me?
Me and Max want to be Andrews Sisters.
Until you see me coming home.
We're one short.
What? Just got word from Guy next door to me. Oh, you want to be famous? Of course I do. Well, then why won't you sing with me and Maggie then? Singing with you isn't going to make me famous, is it? It's going to make me a laughing stock. No, it won't. We're good. Oh, go on, Jane. What you got to lose?
Here you are, Mum. God's little acre.
A bit of a state, innit? Couldn't you have chosen one of them?
They've all been taken. You all right, Mum? Once you've turned it over? Hello? You doing, whatever you're doing, eh?
Whatever he knows about farming, you could write on the back of halfpenny stamp. Yeah. But I know you.
You used to use that old shelter down Laura Place.
That's right. You're
Jeff Barrett. And you're...
Violet Moon.
Violet Moon, of course.
And this is Harvey, my boy.
Hardly a boy. Pleased to meet you.
Harvey Moon. Oh, I know all about you. You were the kid who let off that bang on Mrs. Pritchett's outside lavvy, just as she was... And now you're on the council.
Yeah.
So, what have you got in mind to grow then?
Blisters. 1, 2, 3. Don't sit under the apple tree with anyone else but...
You're supposed to be singing harmony.
What am I doing wrong?
You're singing the same as us.
Well, of course I am. I learnt the words.
Oh, you and me ought to go off and find someone else to sing with.
It was my idea going for this competition,
But it was
Janice.
my idea to win it.
Or at least not make complete arses of ourselves.
Let's go again.
Go where?
1, 2, 3. Don't sit under the apple tree with anyone else but me.
No.
Don't come in with the nose there. It's after the third but me.
All right, I know.
Oh, would you fancy going up the Royal?
I can't go dancing because of me arches.
I was talking to Maggie.
She's my friend.
Look, we're supposed to be rehearsing now. Come on. 1, 2, 3. Don't sit under the apple tree with anyone else but me. With anyone else but me. With anyone else but me. No.
Don't sit down. I was all right when I was in the middle.
Get in the middle then.
1, 2, 3. Don't sit under the apple tree with anyone else but me.
With anyone
Hello,
else.
Dad.
Oh, no.
What's this, end party?
We're practising. We're doing an Andrew Sister song.
Where's Mum?
Getting ready, of course. She's making a special effort for tonight.
Where's Stanley?
How's
Playing
that
it.
play?
1, 2, 3. Don't sit under the apple tree with anyone else but me.
Better be making tracks, Reek. I've booked a table up at Corner House.
Oh, there's no holding you, is there?
Well, I thought we might pop in the pub for a quick one first.
Well, I'm glad to see she ain't rubbed the corners off you yet.
I'll leave it out. I wonder what happened today. It's good, though, isn't it, that we can go out, have a little chat. I mean, it's nice that we've remained friends.
Yeah, more or less. Ian, there's something I wanted to ask you.
What?
Do you think your dick would help me out?
You in trouble?
No, things are going really well. I got the chance of renting the shop next door, expanding.
Quick.
Business is booming.
Oh, good for you, but you're spending a hell of a lot of time up at that business, though, aren't you?
Well, it's the only way to make a success of things, Personal touch. Keeping your eye on the till.
None of your girls would be on a fiddle.
Well, you never know. I did.
You never.
Here, are my seams straight?
No.
Oh, well, bang them round a bit, would you? So what do you want to ask me, then?
Well, it's, Stanley.
What about him?
Where is he?
He's playing out.
Where?
Oh, I don't know.
Exactly. I don't know.
Oh, for goodness sake, Harvey, don't go and ruin a wonderful evening before we've started.
I'm sorry, Reed, but it's got to be said that I'm the boy's father.
I never denied it. So,
I mean, he's growing and his voice is breaking. I think it's time that he lived with me.
what?
What it boils down to, Reed, I think he needs a man's influence. I think Stanley should come and live with me and Frida when we're married.
Oh, for goodness sake, Harvey, you never learn, do you? We've been through all this before. Why do you always get things ass about face? I haven't even said I'll give you a divorce yet.
You're always talking about it, but it's just a formality.
Yeah, well, maybe it is, maybe it isn't.
Keep your voice down.
I don't care if they were earwigging everything we said. Oh, come on, I'll give you a divorce if that's what you want. But don't you worry, Stan's not going to want to come and live with you. Now, come on. Don't let's ruin tonight of all nights. It's special. This is the first time in 10 years we've really celebrated our anniversary.
There you are, Violet.
Oh, just what the doctor ordered.
Help yourself.
It's lovely and comfy here, Jeff.
Yeah, well, Rosie was always very house proud. I tried to keep it the way she liked it.
Yeah. Must have been a terrible shock for you, her going like that.
Yeah. You're one of the last of the V2s.
Still, this is nice and close to the allotment, this place, isn't it?
Yes. Yeah, nice to be able to pop back here for a quick brew up. Oh, do you,
What is it? Oh, no, I don't.
you don't mind if I do?
No, make yourself at home. My Charlie always liked to pinch. Something manly about it. Ooh,
You all right?
no, it's all that bending. I'm not used to it. Mind it's my own fault. I might have known I'd end up doing more work than Harvey.
He shot off a bit sharpish, didn't he?
Yeah, going to see his wife tonight.
Oh, yeah, of course you said.
I think they're going to talk about a divorce. Mind you, it's not all Harvey's fault. I mean, Rita was a lot pallier with the Allies than she had to be, if you catch my drift.
Terrible thing, divorce.
I know.
Ah, Rosie and me, well, we had 37 years together. We had our ups and downs, of course. Who doesn't?
Got no staying power, these youngsters.
Mind you, we've seen a few changes, haven't we? Wireless, motor cars all over, free teeth on the way in.
Oh.
It's a funny old world.
Well, tar for the char. I better be toddling along to get to my tram.
You up to something tonight, then?
What, on my pension?
Better stay. Have a bit of supper. Yeah, I've got plenty of veg and a steak and kidney pudding.
Oh, I don't want to take your meat ration.
Ah, it's been on the shelf since Christmas. It's in a tin. It's too big for one. And if it isn't eaten soon, it'll...
Oh, well, I'm quite partial to a bit of cake and Sydney.
Right. I'll go and peel some spuds. Homegrown. Fire all right?
Oh, yeah.
Make yourself at home. Take your shoes off. Sharp your tip.
Hello.
Oh, hello, stranger. You fancy a stat?
Yes, thank you.
Popped down to see you this morning, but you must have been on your paper round.
I was in Bond Street.
Well, blimey, that is a big round.
What are you reading? Small gardens? Allotments? What's that?
Horticulture made easy.
Where's your mother?
Down there digging, I hope.
Uh-huh. That does make it easy.
That's good for her, a bit of fresh air. Look, I wanted to talk to you.
So how did it go last night?
Oh, disaster. I mean, Andrew's sister's rehearsing in the front room, Rita half-dressed in the bedroom. I don't mean any of that, but we ended up down the restaurant having like old slang match.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Weren't your fault. I mean, I only said that Stanley should come and live with you and me when we're rich. So, looks like it's going to be a long haul through the divorce courts after all.
Well, Harvey, that might not be a bad thing because it'll give us a chance to think about everything. I mean, to talk about how it's going to be for us.
We'll talk about what?
Harvey, I think perhaps you and me, we have, well, some different ideas.
How do you mean?
Well, we've never actually talked about anything. We've certainly never talked about children. And I don't think that I can take responsibility for Stanley
Don't
right
you
now.
like Stanley,
No,
then?
Harvey, please, you're missing my point.
I get you. You want kids of your own. Well, look, I'm game. But I'll be hard-pressed keeping you, me and Stanley as it is.
No, Harvey, please, you're going too fast. Listen, I have my painting. And things are happening for me right now.
Well, I'm all for equality of the sexes. I mean, it's Labour Party policy, and I'm glad that you've got an hobby.
No, Harvey, it's not a hobby!
There you are, Master Richard. I managed to get some sugar today.
Oh, goody-goody. Oh, it's a farce.
What do you mean, farce? Divorce is a serious business.
Yeah, it's a good business, though, isn't it? Especially since the war. Done wonders for the hotel trade, out of season and all.
Evidence has to be supplied.
So, Mr. Kendall has to sit up all night with some old tart playing
Hey,
rummy
Harvey.
so that the hotel under-manager can witness them together and stand up in court and prove that adultery took place.
That is the way it's always been.
Yeah, makes a mockery of marriage, makes a mockery of the law.
Quickie time.
That's why you're still married, is it, Harvey? Protecting your dignity.
Well, Harvey's in a very difficult position. He has custody of the lad to think about, as well as Mr. Gottlieb to appease about the religious differences, and there's the question of where Harvey's mother's going to live.
Well, thank you, Edith.
Well, it makes me all the more grateful for the solid home Doris has made for me and the little ones. These aren't as good as the ones we had last week.
Well, it's all I could get.
Anyway, Harvey, I managed to avoid your fundamental error.
What, you mean you kept out the forces?
That is not true. You know very well I was acting corporal in the office of the Judge Advocate General.
Yeah, and saw fierce hand-to-hand combat coming up the escalator at Charing Cross Station.
What I mean is, I never let my Doris go out to work. She's a homemaker.
Ah, that's the secret, is it? Well, I don't think your Doris and Frida would see eye to eye. Now, what do you think, Edith? You are a career girl. Put your cup of tea down. I mean, if someone wasn't to propose to you tomorrow, would you want to give this job up?
Oh, like a shot, Harvey.
Ask a silly question.
Excuse me.
Blimey, Reed, what are you doing here?
Harvey, moment, please. Chop.
I've got an appointment.
Miss Frakel's dining room.
I have an appointment to see Mr. Elliot. Is it Mrs. Moon? No, the name's Hope. H-O-P-E.
That's your maiden name?
Yes. Because I had to give up hope when I married him.
So now, let me just see if I've got it right. That's £28.19 and sixpence for a week, including all fares. Excellent. Yes, 2 persons. And, of course, I'll confirm in writing. Right, goodbye.
Who were you talking to, Leo?
Thomas Cox.
Really?
Not bad, is it?
Oh,
£29 for a week's full board at the Pension Saint-Georges in Nice.
What a lovely surprise, Leo.
Where's Nice?
In the south of France, near Monte Carlo. Oh, it'll be delightful to go back there again.
Mother, before you get too excited, I hope you don't imagine you're coming with me.
But I heard you book for two.
Yes, I'm going with a friend.
Your friend?
Joshua.
Oh, your Freemason mate.
Yes, of course.
Leo, I didn't know you'd become a mason.
Precedent. Melrose versus Melrose, so there should be no problem. Anyway, pro tem. Not a dicky bird. All right. Bye, Mrs. Moon. Bye-bye.
Goodbye, Miss Hope.
Everything all right, Mrs. Moon?
Ree? Once she gets started, you know, I'll go on. I mean, she's been in here, what, 45 minutes?
Do you mind? Now, sometimes, Harvey, you presume too much.
Ah, sorry, Dick, but she's family.
What about the principle of confidentiality?
Yeah, we did that at night school.
Quite.
She did want to talk about the shop, didn't she?
Yes, as a matter of fact, she did. Yes.
That's all right, then, because it was my suggestion that we act for her.
Sound as if you're expecting commission.
Right, it never crossed my mind. Why'd you get dropped?
Certainly not.
Well, not to worry. Do you remember we were talking as friends about divorce and
Yes,
all that?
before you go on, Harvey, I think I should inform you that we didn't only discuss Mrs. Moon's business premises.
Eh?
In the matter of Moon versus Moon, Balfour, Elliott and Gunn appear on behalf of the deserted wife.
Deserted wife?
Ah. 25 guineas.
Thank you very much indeed.
Thank you.
I'll have it delivered to your flat.
That's very kind. Well, you seem to have made a considerable success here.
Yes, we're very pleased.
You're a very clever young man. Remind me, what is next in your calendar?
Actually, I've happened upon a very exciting new talent. A woman, but she does paint with a certain vigor.
I've nothing against women, you know.
Perhaps you'd come to a preview.
Wild horses, old boy. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Oh, you said that you'd been having some difficulty getting tickets for the Haymarket.
Oh, how very, very thoughtful of you. Thank you, but you must allow me to pay for
Oh, my dear boy. Just remember to applaud in all the right places. Namely, whenever I come on. And very, very loudly.
Thank you, I will.
Yeah.
Hello, Frida.
Adrian, was that...
Yes, it was. They're not seedier in real life, aren't they? Well, what brings you here? Perhaps I can interest you in a portrait by a promising young artist.
I don't think I can afford your prices.
One day, Frida.
I'm just so excited, and I wanted to see again where my pictures will hang.
Well, not for long, I trust.
Excuse me?
The whole object of the exercise is to sell them.
Oh, yes.
He said he'll come to a preview.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Yes, we have quite a smattering of theatrical patrons. Sir Ralph, Dame Sybil, Nervo and Knox.
Oh, what can I say?
Do you enjoy the theatre?
Oh, yes, of course, I love it.
Splendid, because guess who's just given me a couple of tickets for his first night at the Haymarket Wednesday? Will you come?
Yes, I'd love to come.
You're taking this talent contest ever so serious.
Well, there's no point entering it if we don't look right.
Blimey, I bet I know this one's
Oh,
for.
you're so funny, Stanley.
Ew, where did you get that tie?
It's like one of Monty's.
Well, I found it under Mum's bed, so it could be anyone's.
Oh.
Now, there's a funny thing.
Eh?
Well, I thought I'd go in for the talent contest and all. Look, now look here, missus. Now, there's a funny thing. I went home the other night. Now, there is a funny thing.
Lawrence Oliver?
Dear Lynn.
No, Max Miller.
Oh, yeah, it was the lady's hat what put me off.
Yeah, look, here's another one. Jack and Jill went up the hill, just like two cock linnets. Jill came down with half a crown. She weren't up there 2 minutes. Good, isn't it? Here's another one. When the oranges are ripe, they're ready for plucking. When the girls are
Stanley!
16...
You shouldn't even know what that means.
Well, I do.
Well, you never learned that up the grammar. I'll go.
Harry. Turning on the old charm, eh?
What's the matter?
It's your father.
So?
He's outside.
Come on, Rick,
Yeah, I
let
can
me
hear
in,
that. Oh, well, I'll answer the door
No,
then.
Stanley, you go in the kitchen.
Well, I'll open the door then.
No, no. Oh, what?
What's all this about?
I don't know, it's bloody stupid.
What are you sitting there like that for? Reet? Reet?
You go in there and you tell your father, without prejudice, that I've been to see a solicitor and he has told me I can't speak to him until we're in court for the divorce.
Oh, come on, Reet. I know you've got dick in your pocket.
Now, go on.
Mum says she can't talk.
I don't want to talk to her. I want to talk to Stanley. Where is he?
Go in there!
Come on, Reet. Stop playing silly buggers. I want to talk to the boy.
Oh, that's choice, isn't it, eh? Assault and battery. That'll look great in court. The judge is going to love that. You a beaten counsellor and all.
Oh, that smells nice, Vi.
It's Maggie's evening in Paris.
I'm into tea.
Oh, just a bit of stewed mutton. Some of your veg.
Like a beer?
Oh, lovely.
Cheers.
Cheers. Of course, Harvey sometimes gets held up at the office.
Yeah, well, I don't mind waiting. He goes to night school and all, doesn't he?
Yeah, and he's on school holidays at the moment.
He's a nice lad.
Yeah. Well, he ain't done too badly.
Yeah. Perhaps he's popped in to see his young lady downstairs.
Well, we'll give him 5 more minutes.
Serious, is it, him and your landlady?
Sort of. Of course, he always goes for these clever women. That's his trouble. He's always trying to better
Yeah,
himself.
it's because he's young. You get to our age, you know what's comfy, don't you?
Yeah.
Do you often think about death, Vi?
Sometimes.
Well, I did when Rosie... You get a bit lonely, you know.
Yeah. Of course, that's been the joy of having Harvey around since the war ended. Mind you, I haven't seen much more of him than when he was in Bombay lately.
Oh, he's seen the world.
Oh, so have you, working on the railways?
I've been to King's Lynn. So you don't think they'll come together, him and his young lady?
Well, she fancies him, but he's too deep for her. I mean, I've known Harvey all his life, and he don't realise the effect he has on women. Of course, it's her brother that's the real stumbling block. He's Jewish.
Well, where does that leave you, then?
Up here.
On your Todd?
Oh, well, she wouldn't want to move in with him, would she? I mean, they want a place of their own.
Well, wouldn't you?
I did have a lovely little flat on the first floor.
Oh, it seems a bit silly, doesn't it? I mean, there's me with that nice little cottage, and here you are, stuck up in this old loft. I mean, it isn't as if we've only just met. We used to have all them sing-songs down the shelter. And we haven't got all that much time, Vi.
Is that the first drink you've had this evening?
Moon versus moon.
Evening, Geoffrey. Working late? Put down the missus and come and have a drink.
You're drunk.
And you're boring. But in the morning, I shall be sober.
Well, at least you're not too far gone, to quote Winston.
Well spotted, old chap. You fancy a snifter?
That is Mr. Quentin's private bottle.
That's what makes it taste so bleeding lovely.
What are you doing here?
Dick Elliot calls himself my mate. What does he do? Takes Rita's part? In the matter of moon versus moon, Balfour, Elliot and Gunn shall appear on behalf of the deserted wife. So much for friendship.
Oh. that's not going to help you much, is it, Harvey?
I'll drink to that. Have a drink, Jeff. Have a drink.
Well, I have been working late. Perhaps just a very small one, then.
You're not such a bad bloke, after all.
You know, you're lucky, mate, with your missus. Mine has threatened to put the law onto me if I even talk to my own son. Girlfriends running around with a bohemian. I mean, your Doris might be a mousy little homemaker, but don't knock it.
She's not mousy.
Don't knock it.
Haven't I shown you a photograph of my Doris?
No.
Well,
Ooh.
it's only a snap.
I nearly passed out in that cab.
Why, Mother? Have the fares gone up?
No, girl. I must go upstairs.
She deserves it. I have your mother to thank. She's opened my eyes.
Haven't you ever wanted to get married, never known your own, Leo?
Of course. I just never met the right person.
What's wrong with my mum?
She's not free.
The way things are going, she soon will be. Actually, Leo, I was hoping you'd have a word with her because she's been ever so hard on my dad. Well, not that I blame her, really, because he wants to take Stanley away to live with him and Frida. So she's got herself a lawyer, and the lawyer says she mustn't speak to him.
Margaret, my dear, I really don't think I should interfere.
Oh, I hope she ain't much longer. I'm dying for a tinkle myself.
We'll go and tell her tea's ready. She'll be down in a flash. Good morning, madam. Sir, what may I do for you?
Gloves. We'd like to look at some gloves.
Well, of course. Would you like to come over here? What sort of thing? Day or evening wear?
Evening. Just set up some rather beautiful rooms.
Leo!
Margaret, I'm with a customer.
But it's your mum!
Oh, my God, what's she done now?
I think she's dead! We're shut! Hello, can you send an ambulance to Madam Phyllis? Well, go on then! Oh, please, Harry. No, this is Margaret Moon, the deputy manageress. That's right. I'm afraid she isn't available. What are you going to do about the shop?
Keep it on, of course.
No, I meant the next few days.
Oh. We'll open tomorrow as usual.
Well, I'm sure I can cope if you want a few days to yourself, you know, to arrange the funeral and that.
No, you run along home, Margaret. I'll be fine.
Don't sit under the apple tree with anyone else but me, no. With anyone else but me.
Can you hear that phone?
With anyone else but me.
No.
Don't sit under the apple tree with anyone else
would
but
you
me.
hold on,
Don't
please?
you see
Would you two shut up? I am sorry, I had the wireless on. Oh, Leo, it's you, love. She's what?
No, Maggie, that's fine. Come in. I was just framing a painting.
Oh, it's nice.
Thank you.
I had a colouring set once. Look, I wanted to ask you about these skirts. You see, I want to be one of the Andrews sisters.
What?
Well, actually, there's 3 of us, but I'm going to be one of them. And, well, I'm trying to make Andrews' sister skirts out of this black hat material. But I'm having a terrible time.
Oh, so that's what Harvey wants.
What?
A cook and a tailor.
What?
So he sends you.
Look, I don't know what you're talking about.
You mean Harvey didn't suggest all this?
No, I came to ask you about these skirts.
Oh, no. Listen, I'm sorry. I think I've jumped to a conclusion. It's just that your father and I, we've had a contretemps.
Oh, a Barney.
No, Harvey, he just presumes so much. He wants the sort of wife that stays at home with the children.
Even Mum didn't do that.
Exactly. And he wants me to look after your brother, too.
Well, Stanley can be a bit of an handful.
No, it's not that. That doesn't matter. It's...
Oh, I see.
What?
Well, you want kids of your own.
Oh. Well, yes, perhaps,
Well,
but...
don't worry, because Mum wouldn't let you have Stanley anyway.
What do you mean?
You don't know my Mum.
But Harvey seems so sure.
Yeah, well, he does get a bit carried away with himself sometimes,
No.
Frida.
Just a minute. He said that Rita, your mother, would be only too pleased to get the boy off her hands now that she has the hairdressers.
You're joking. She'd do her nut if he tried that on her. She wouldn't even speak to him the other night. And she says she's going to go to court to keep Stanley.
Oh, dear. Poor Harvey.
He does seem to be having it a bit rough between you and Mum, doesn't he? He's always doing it. It's not the first time, you know. He gets himself into a right mess. Anyway, Frida, I better be going. Let you get on with your framing.
No, that can wait. Come on, show me the skirts.
Oh, thanks, Frida. Thanks a lot. Well, look, this one's Veronica's, and I think I'll have to put an extra bit in somewhere because I've cut it a bit small.
And she's large?
Oh, she's quite big.
Well, it's obvious to me, Vi.
I don't know. It's not like him.
He's worried about you. He's a good lad. It's natural.
I can't ever remember seeing Harvey so slush.
Look, he wants to set up house with his German lady, right?
Austrian.
Well, same difference. But he's worried about you being on your own. He's in a cleft stick. He's on the horns of a dilemma.
Yeah.
He doesn't like to think of you being alone in your twilight years.
No, I know.
But if he thought you'd be well looked after...
Well, I've been a widow for 20 years, Jeff.
Well, that's just the point. So what we got to do is put the lad out of his misery.
Yeah, well, how are we going to do that?
We can live in sin if you like.
Cheeky monkey.
Oh, good afternoon. Can I help you?
Well, yes, I was just passing and I wondered if...
Oh, so you haven't got an appointment then?
No.
Mrs. Moon, tell Janice she won't let me have a go.
Oh, Veronica, you have...
Rita, can you book this lady in?
Oh, of course. Can I help you, madam?
Well...
Now, don't you tell me I know a pound of spuds. No, it's just a joke. Shampoo and soap.
Yes, that would be
Now, I think we can fit you in.
Oh, good.
Is it for something special?
Well, I am going out tonight, but what...
Well, you just sit down here. I'll take your coat.
Yes, thank you.
And you make yourself comfortable.
Thank you.
What a pig's ear. Good job we don't let you loose on the clientele. Well, I've got to learn sometime, haven't I? If only you'd learn. You're no bloody good as a hairdresser. You're not much of a singer either. If I hadn't lent Mrs. Moon £100, you wouldn't have a job. No, you wouldn't have a job. I'm time served. I get work anywhere. Oh.
Now, something special. Let me see.
Well, what I really wanted was to...
Is your hair naturally curly?
My hair? Oh, yeah, yes, it is.
You
but,
are lucky. Now, I know what would be nice for you.
No, you don't understand. It's very
A
important.
nice roll up the side of the back and all coming forwards.
But I think perhaps on me something a little more simple. But
Do
what
you shave your eyebrows?
Listen, I'm really here to speak with you, Rita.
I'm sorry, have we met?
No, we haven't met. I'm a friend of Harvey's.
Oh, you're her, are you?
I'm her.
You're taking a bit of a risk putting your hair in my hands.
No, listen, Rita. I'm just terribly confused, and I had to speak with someone sensible.
Oh.
I mean, it's your son, Stanley. Harvey says he's got to come and live with us. Maggie says you won't let him go.
Not too right, I won't. I brought him up. I put the work in.
Well, that's good. I've told him I can't take responsibility for Stanley. I mean, I have Harvey. That's enough.
Yeah, that's plenty.
I mean, I'm sure you'll let him see the boy, but of course you must keep him. He's your son.
Oh. Well, now we're talking sensible money.
Yes.
Do you smoke?
Yes.
It's, there.
Thank you. Thank you.
Well, wasn't that easy?
Yeah. You know, with Harvey, it's all a little confusing.
Oh.
He's a very complicated man.
Oh, we.
You know, he hasn't actually asked me to marry him yet.
Never.
Did he ever ask you?
Well, come to think of it, no, he didn't. Mind you, I was up the spout. Are you?
I'm sorry, Oh, no. No. Mind you, he's a passionate lover, no?
Does he know you got a sense of humour?
You mean it doesn't last?
Oh, love, what does?
So tell me, Rita, was he such a terrible husband?
No. Just I like a bit of danger. Harvey's a real slippers-by-the-fire merchant. Trouble was, the fire was always out and he couldn't find his socks. Here, did you really want your hair doing? Was that just a line?
Well, yes, why not? I'm going to the theatre tonight.
You have never dragged Harvey out to the theatre.
Oh, no,
have you?
no, I'm not going with Harvey.
Oh, see, you're starting out as you mean to go on, eh? You know, I think you should shave your eyebrows.
Go down south, come up. Mama, Mama and Dora, working for the Yankee dollar.
She was nearly 80, Leo.
Barely 76.
She had a good innings.
I should have known. God knows I used to complain about it, but how I'll cope in that house, I don't know.
I thought you had a woman who does.
It's enormous. Well, you've seen. There's no way I could continue to live there alone.
Well, you could sell it.
I could.
Buy yourself a nice flat.
No, Rita, I've been thinking. It'd make a smashing house for a couple of kids I know. And their mother.
Oh.
You could come and go as you please.
Oh. Now, Leo, you're bound to feel a bit strange. I mean, I remember how I felt when my mum died, and I liked her. See, what I'm trying to say is, well, you're probably the best friend I got. We know each other as well as anyone, don't we? But, you see, when I live with a man, you've had a shock, and you mustn't rush into things. I'll tell you what you should do. You should go away, book yourself a nice holiday, and give your brain a rest.
Funnily enough, I was contemplating one, which I was just about to cancel.
Well, don't. You go. Do your goods.
Do you think it'd do you good, Rita?
Eh?
I was going with Joshua, but I've no appetite for that now.
Well, you will once you get there.
No, I won't. Unless you come with me, I shan't go.
That's blackmail.
Yes.
Where are you going?
Nice.
Abroad?
Mm-hmm.
South of France, isn't it?
Indeed it is. As you know, Rita, I think you do the French the world of good. They've been starved of real style for a long time now.
I'd need a bathing costume.
You could borrow one of mine.
Oh. Harvey. Did anyone see you go... Leo, you ask him if anyone saw him coming.
Don't start all that again.
You tell him that if I speak to him, I'll lose my solicitor.
Where's Stanley?
He's out playing. I'll call you later, Rita.
Oh.
But all I wanted to say is Frida don't want Stanley.
I know.
How do you know?
She come round the salon. We had a nice talk about you.
Oh, Christ.
No, you come out of it quite well, considering. Mind you, if you want my opinion, she's too good for you.
I don't want your opinion.
And I don't think it's going to be all plain sailing for you either, not after what she told Maggie.
Maggie was there and all.
No, Maggie saw her earlier.
Well, how come everyone gets to see Frida bar me?
I know, and you won't be seeing her tonight either, because she's hanging her pictures with her Adrian. And tomorrow night...
Look. What's she say about Stanley?
Well, let's just say that your little Fraulein ain't exactly the stepmotherly type.
So you let me see me boy then?
Yeah. If I knew where he was.
Well, you ought to bleeding well know where he is.
Don't let her in. Mad Miss Bellis is after me.
What's going on?
Well, it was Henry's fault. He bowled me the full toss. She says her windows are going to cost £5 bob.
Well, you'll have to pay for it, won't you?
Yeah, £10 a week out of your pocket money.
But you only give me a tenner a week.
Then that should make for simplicity of accounting. Any more trouble, wave Toodle at that school trip and all.
Oh, Mum, that's not fair, is it? If Henry hadn't bowled that full toss...
No, your father's right. You've been a right little urchin these past few weeks. You can go off to bed now and all.
Well, I'm hungry.
Yeah, I'm Rita. How'd you do?
But, Dad...
Go on. Thanks for backing me up, mate.
That's all right, Harvey. You are the boy's father.
What did Frida tell you about this, Adrian?
Well, he's very tall.
Are you pleased?
I'm overwhelmed. They're so brilliant.
Oh, there's nothing like a little self-confidence.
No, I mean Gilbert's. Oh, I'm sure none of mine will be sold.
Nonsense. I've already reserved one of yours for myself.
Oh, yes, but don't you always?
Not at all. Otherwise, my flat would be full to overflowing. Instead of which, I have a small but very important collection. And I'd very much like to show it to you.
Oh, I see.
Well, I thought that perhaps tomorrow evening after the theatre we might have a little late supper.
Adrian, I did not think you would turn out to be such a conventional seducer.
I'm sorry.
But I'm flattered.
Well, I mean to meet someone who is intelligent, attractive, and of the right persuasion.
Yeah, my brother feels the same about you.
Good. So you'll still come with me to the theatre tomorrow night?
Yes, of course.
You sure Harvey won't mind?
Adrian, tell me something. If you were not attracted to me, would I still be on the verge of an exhibition in Bond Street?
Frida, love makes the world go round, but paintings are business.
Thank you, Mr. Hitchens. I'm sure your board will be much more used to you on the stage. Next.
Whose idea was it to do the Andrew sisters? Mine. You're a fat idiot.
I believe Bob Jen, she weren't to know. Anyway, someone's got to win.
What if they give you marks for originality? You Carol Levis.
I told you he's a fella.
Why is he wearing a dress?
And who are you?
We're the Andrew sisters.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I'm Margaret Munn, this is Veronica Spicer and Janice Potter.
I think you were Wilson Pepper's Betty. I don't seem to have any note of your names.
Of course not, we've only just got here.
But if I don't have your names, then you're not in the running order.
But we've been rehearsing for weeks.
When did you send in your application form?
What application form?
Look, Vi, I'm not much of a one for words.
Well, I wouldn't say that. You haven't stopped talking since you got here.
No, I don't mean that. It's different. It's, oh, hello, Harvey.
Hello.
Hi, Mum. Hi, Jeff. You look comfy.
He's a good homemaker, your mum.
I've never had no complaints.
I thought you and Frida were going out tonight.
No. She's, busy.
Well, dinner won't be long. Jeff bought it. It's homegrown.
Huh?
Chicken.
Chicken?
So why don't you join us? Yeah, you look as if you need a drink. How about a drop of the old island juice, then?
Well, Scotch, you come up from the pool, have you?
I'll just turn the gas up.
Yeah, Harvey, I'd like to ask you a favour.
Oh, fair dues.
You are a constituent. Well, thing is, it's just possible that in the near future I may be in need of a best man.
Oh, you taking a plunge, are you? That's why you're celebrating. Anyone I know?
To one big happy family.
Eh?
Eh?